Good morning. My name is Don Dietrich. I'm president of Hire My Vet. We are a nonprofit organization that provides three services. Those are free services to veterans and family members. The first is a hiring event that we hold annually. The second is a mentorship program that provides veterans and family members with 6 aspects of obtaining a job. The third program is a Connect the Veteran, which is a monthly program, the second Tuesday of each month, that matches up veterans and employers and in a very informal environment. This morning we have an interview of Janice Shank by Hire My Vet.
Before Hire My Vet, I was living in Virginia back in 2015, and I had a mother and brother that were living in Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. Neither one was in good health, and neither one had any support system. So I was very worried about them. Decided to move my family back to Michigan so I could be here to support both of them. That meant me moving myself and my daughter back here while my husband continued to work in Virginia to pay the expenses. Got here July 2015, started applying for 5 to 10 jobs a day. Didn't get hired into anywhere until November. This was without any assistance. This was just myself looking for jobs. I hired in as an administrative assistant at a company with 0 job growth. My husband, in the meantime, moved here. We were living with my brother, so I was able to support him, and I was close enough to my mom so I could help her with her health issues. I proceeded to work at this company for a couple years and decided to go back to school, get my MBA, because I did not have any job potential and I felt stagnant in my job. Went back and got my MBA. In the meantime, I was utilizing the VA healthcare systems for my primary care. So November of 2020, I went for my just normal physical checkup and asked my primary care physician if she knew of any resources for veterans that were available for hiring. Her and her staff did some research and they found that Hire My Vet was available. So they let me know about Hire My Vet. I went to your website, Hire My Vet, and put my name in and received an email about an upcoming virtual fair, which I attended that same month, November of 2020. During the fair, I did some interviews, and I was actually really impressed with it. I liked the setting, and then I found out that there's a mentorship program. So I went ahead and I signed up for this. This was all free, which was right around my price range because we were on a limited budget since I was not working. Started the mentorship program in January. I also found out about network events that they have every month. I think it's the second Tuesday of every month they have them, so I started attending those. One of the events I went to, there was a representative from the VA Ann Arbor healthcare system. I was really impressed with the benefits that they offered veterans, and I decided that I wanted to get a job at the Ann Arbor VA. So my mentor and I started focusing our job search at the Ann Arbor VA healthcare system. That March 2021, I actually received a job offer from the Ann Arbor VA. A lot of it was because of Hire My Vet and my mentor, all the resources that I'd had available to me. So with my mentor, he helped me overhaul my resume. I was working with an outdated resume, so we collaborated together and overhauled my resume, got it to be more current and more up to date. We also did some mock interviews, which helped with my interviewing skills a great deal. And he also helped look for job positions as I was interested in, specifically the VA, as I mentioned. My outlook is great. So I received, the job I landed was a management assistant, and I started there in May of 2021. There's a little bit of gap between the job offer and actually my first start date, but my supervisor at the time, Steve Horniak, saw great potential in me and moved me over to start training me to be his replacement as the administrative officer for the Facilities Management Service. I started doing that this last January as interim AO at the FMS. The chief, Weston Dick, and the assistant chief, Dave Marciano, were both very supportive, along with my former supervisor, Steve. They helped me kind of get trained in. They put the job for the AO up, and I interviewed for it, and this past August, I landed the job. I couldn't be happier. My outlook is great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a great program. I don't know what I would have done. Free services with so many things that are offered that a veteran needs to get a job. It's got all the tools you need. You meet with your mentor. My mentor was great. He listened to what kind of job I wanted to do, where I wanted to work. I think that it's a great resource, and every veteran out there that is unemployed or underemployed, as you mentioned, should definitely utilize the service, and the companies should support it. It's a great program. How easy it was. It was really just going to the website and signing up, and then everything else, there was very little effort on my part. I got an email from the Hire My Vet team. Everyone was super supportive, from the president, Don Dietrich, on down. Everyone was great, working with, emailing back and forth. My mentor, I met with him. It was during COVID, so we met virtually. I never actually did meet him in person, but it's such a great service. There's a couple. Collaborating with my mentor, and overhauling the resume, doing the mock interviews, which I don't know of anyone who enjoys doing an interview, but that definitely helped me prepare for interviews that I went on, to getting the job offer from my first one as a management assistant to the one for AO. There's been so many great things that have happened because of Hire My Vet. I guess the thing that I am most proud of is landing the AO position at FMS. It's a really challenging position, but it's been very fulfilling. I love the people I work with, the staff, everyone within that department is awesome. I don't think that I would have landed a job at the VA without them. They really helped me essentially get my dream job. Right now I feel like I've found my niche. I don't foresee leaving the VA until I retire. I'm working with other veterans, which I love, and I'm also working for veterans. It's the mission. I fully support the mission. As a veteran myself, I can't think of anything better. The outdated resume and the interviewing skills, I think those are the two biggest challenges I faced. On my own, without Hire My Vet, I would go to websites or YouTube videos, but it's just not the same. The mentor meeting one-on-one, even though it was virtual, with the mentor really helped me overhaul my resume, and he collaborated with me with the job search, resume, interviewing. It made a world of difference. I felt like I wasn't in it alone. Definitely utilize the service. It's a free service. It's a great resource. Everyone at the agency is awesome. I can't say enough about it. When I meet other veterans and they're not happy in their job, I always tell them about Hire My Vet. Like I said, free service, and it's so easy. Just go to the website, sign up. It's so easy. It's just like one thing you have to do. Find a computer and go to Hire My Vet. It's given me some stability, and I actually feel like I have a career. I'm older. I'm an older adult, and I feel like after I left the military, I didn't think that I would ever find my niche again. I thought I was just going to be doing, hopping around from job to job, but I really feel like I found my niche.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Hi, if you're an unemployed or underemployed veteran or family member, please go to HireMyVet, hiremyvet.org.